Well, welcome to day 5 of my UK metal detecting adventure in Norwich area. Spectacular day here. Spectacular day, going up to 61. Bright blue skies at the moment. Sun is out. It's 9 o'clock. We're just getting started on the field. I've got my second or third signal here. First one was a button. Second was a piece of metal. The third one here is a nice decorated button. Show you that. And we're going to keep going. Okay, here's the button here. Just dug it out of the hole. Relatively close to the surface. It's got some nice decoration. 2 lions either side of a shield. We'll clean it up, take a closer look later. But there's the first decent find of the day. Day 5, metal detecting in the UK. Yeah, we've got something in the clump here. It's giving a loud signal. Let's break it apart, see what we have. And we got a big piece of lead. Piece of lead. On to the next. Well, I've just had an outstanding find about 45 minutes into day 5. Let's take a look together. Okay, here's the hole. We are running on general program. I've pushed the sensitivity up to 97 and reactivity down to 1.5. Otherwise, running all the same out-of-the-box features. Came up a long hill here and didn't find much of anything, a button or 2 or 3, shotgun shells. Very top corner of the field here, and dug a signal down here. It was coming up as a 55-ish signal. I thought it could be another piece of lead because I've dug a few of those as well this morning. But I pulled it out, it's over here, and it's actually an absolutely spectacular find. And it's very similar to a find that was made by one of the other folks on the trip yesterday, Greg. And let's take a look together at what we have here. So from the top, it looks just like another piece of lead, but when I pulled it over, there's actually a bit of an impression left on the dirt, and you can see here some writing comes through. This is actually a medieval seal, and you'll see it come up here, the design and the lettering, the Old English lettering. It's absolutely spectacular. So this will date to around the 11th or 12th century. I'll get a more accurate date from Steve, but very, very cool. This is a lead seal matrix from the 12th to 13th century. This was a huge status symbol. Every merchant, religious dignitary, and official possessed a personalized seal. The seal is engraved intaglio, which means it's a mirror image of itself, so it could be read naturally when it was impressed in wax. As you can see on the right side, that's the actual seal. On the left, it's what it would have looked like as a wax impression. Now, during the medieval period, the use of seals on documents, letters, packages, and even bundles of products was widespread. It guaranteed authenticity and meant the sender was honor bound to any implied agreement. Without such a seal, the transaction was worthless. So think of this as a medieval Venmo transaction. The best part is we can actually read what it says. You'll notice it's engraved in this incredibly wonderful Old English script, and at the center, there's this wonderful 8-petal flower. Now, thanks to Trevor and Steve, we can start to read these letters as S apostrophe, what looks like LOL, but it's not, laugh out loud. It appears to be ROB with some of the letters rubbed off, apostrophe, TIDE, and then F apostrophe W. So we can read this as the seal of Robert Tide, whose father is William, or said another way, the seal of Robert Tide, son of William. Very, very cool. Fantastic find. So happy with that. And I know Greg will be, wow, that's just like mine, because it is. just had a signal here, and I'm actually working in an area where there's lots of signals. And I'd seen people earlier gridding this area, so I thought I would spend some time here. Had a signal here. It's ringing up in the hammered coin range, so I figured I'd try to live dig it and just see what we've got. It's in this clump here, and let's see what we have. Where to go? Could be lead. There's a lot of lead in this area, and that seems to be seems to be close in range to hammered coins. But there have been some hammereds coming up in this area as well. So we'll see what we have. And is that here? Little piece of, yeah, I think this is it. Don't think it's going to be anything spectacular. A little piece of, stray piece of copper, bronze. Nothing spectacular, but that's kind of, this is the size that we're looking for. This is not round, but it's round enough for the detector to notice and give a, whopping good signal from. So, okay, not this time, but on to the next. It's over here in this area. Here. Yeah, I think it's going to be this big old piece of lead. It's going to be a big old piece of lead. Oh, it's going to be a small old piece of lead. Those are the types of signals we're looking for. Small, roundish. But we're looking for hammered silvers because they're challenging to find. And, got a lot of history to them. Well, had a signal here in an area that a lot of folks were detecting over earlier. And this is why field is never detected out. Just had this signal here, dug it, and look at this beautiful medieval buckle. Really spectacular. Tiny, tiny, tiny buckle, hand forged. It's a shame it doesn't have the pin on it. I'll give it a little look just to see if perchance it came off here. But nice little find. Beautiful day. Continue on. Well, it's about lunchtime here on day 5. And it's been a great day so far. Unbelievable weather for March. You just cannot ask for better weather than this. So far today, had a really nice medieval lead seal matrix, nice buckle, another piece of lead with, it looks like some sort of an inscription on it, but it's only a fragment. So we'll have that looked at. Nice big greenie, lots of little Tudor buttons and shoe studs. Nice little Charles farthing, decorated button, musket ball, old beat up buckle, and and the hammered silver coin in here. Yeah, there it is, hammered silver. It's kind of beat up, but I just had a signal here, dug it, and really interesting token, dated 1764. It's a relative newbie here in the UK, but for those of us from the US, it's actually a really nice find. Some detail in the back that I'm sure we'll clean up. And this has been a productive corner for me. A lot of medieval pieces coming here. It's where I got the lead seal matrix, hammered coin, the token, some of the little Tudor pieces, all in this general area. So there's a lot of different areas I could go to. I'm gonna stay in this area for another hour or so, migrate down the field back to the van, have a quick bite to eat and a drink, and then maybe try along the hedgerow down by the road, by the lane. That seems to be a productive area as well. But don't want to sit here and talk all day. I want to get on the field, find some things. Stay tuned, and hopefully we'll have a few more finds after this. I think I am the lead whisperer today. This is a massive piece of old lead. You can see it's white. It's been in the ground for a long, long time, several hundred years at least. It's got a hole in it, probably some sort of a a weight. I'm not sure if it's pierced all the way through or not, but this has got to weigh 4 or 5 pounds. It is a really stomping piece of lead here in the wall of the field. When I count this with all the other pieces of lead, both stray lead as well as interesting historic lead, I think I probably have, wow, more than my fair share today. So this is the Lead Whisperer signing off for now. On to the next signal. Gonna live dig this. We're just a few feet away from where I found that big honking piece of lead. This is an area that has been producing all day long, a lot of medieval finds. And let's see what we have here in this big clump. Okay, it's here. And I think we've got ourselves a piece of lead. Told you I'm the Lead Whisperer today. Another piece of lead. Old lead. This is a medieval area. They were using a lot of lead for a lot of things, and a lot of it is ending up in my box of finds. Okay, on to the next. Just pulled this really nice medieval button. 15th or 16th century. Nice design on front, flower design. On to the next. Okay, this has come up 53, 54 on the general program. And this is classic hammered silver territory, 53, 54. I've gone up above the field here into the sort of the grassy area just that lines the field, and want to see, let's see what we've got in this area. Just figured I'd just check out see if there are any signals here. And well, let's see, we got something here. Now it could be a, well, what do we have here? Let's say it could be a modern soda can pull tab. I think we have a piece of a, sorry if you couldn't see it. We have a piece of a strap end here. It's old, it's got some age, but and it was a great signal. Definitely hammered silver territory, but it's not hammered silver, and it's not what we're looking for. On to the next. Okay, we've got one of our nicest signals of the afternoon so far. Nice clean 52 here. It's coming up in an area where we've had medieval and hammered throughout the day. A little scratchy now. Maybe lead, but it seems to be coming to me all day long today. Lead, 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 lead. And let's see where we are at here. All right, it's right in this area here in my hand. And I think we have a tiny piece of lead. No? No, we don't. Still in my hand. Yeah, we have a tiny, tiny piece of lead. Or could it be a hammered silver coin that's bent over? I don't know. I think that's lead. That is lead. Next time we're going to bring a spray bottle that works. Yeah, I can see the white. That is definitely lead. Boy, it was a nice signal. A little bit shallow, but you get a signal like that, you get excited because that is hammered silver territory. But in this case, it's not. Next. Well, day 5's in the books. Let's have a look at the finds from today. First, we'll start out with Button Alley here. Lots of different buttons and sizes, shapes. Some are fragmentary. A couple buckles, a buckle frame fragment. It looks like maybe a crotal bell fragment. There's a thimble from the 19th century, so from the 1800s. Musket ball, some doodads, big old lead thing. There's a pin-fired shell. Coin here, a little bit too far gone, maybe a half cent. This is an interesting little gaming token, 1788 half guinea gaming token from the time of King George III. And then our bagged finds today, we have a really pretty 17th century button. floral design. Some floral design on the front here. You get a little bit of a look at that. 15th century buckle underneath it. Interesting coin dug up. This is a Holland coin from 1769. It was in general circulation, made its way here to England, and was lost in the soil of Norwich. Here we've got a 17th century lead cloth seal with a design on it, and a really pretty 16th century, time of King Henry VIII, Tudor button. It's an open work Tudor button. You can see the white shining through. A really cute button. High fashion in the 1500s. Charles II farthing, which dates to about 1670. The find of the day for me is really this 12th to 13th century lead seal matrix. And you can see the old English writing around it. Beautiful designs, complete. And finally, not much to look at, but this is a James I penny, hammered silvered penny, 1603, 1625. These James pennies are scarcer than your typical Henrys and Edwards. It's got a rose on the back and king on the front. That's our finds for today, day 5. Looking forward to getting back out in the field tomorrow for day 6. Join us for the next episode. For everyone who's been with me on this journey, thank you so very much. Really appreciate you joining. Well, we finished day 5. We're getting so very close to UK gold. Just a few more episodes to go, and we'll bring you that final groundbreaking episode with the gold. And if you haven't already, please subscribe or hit that thumbs up to give this video a like. In the meantime, enjoy your hunting, and may all your tones be high tones. See you next time.